Students, a very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss the poem The Ghagra in Spate by famous Indian English poet K.K. and Daruwala. So through his poetry, we can observe that he presents both the malevolent and nurturing aspects of the nature that conveys his deep understanding of the natural world. Like many British romantic poets, like Wordsworth, Keats, Shelley, Daruwala also uses many symbols and images from nature and its landscape. Especially the natural architecture one finds in the river has a grandeur which humbles and ennobles him and stimulates him to write poems. Daruwala's poetry is stuffed with varied aspects of Indian sensibility. In an interview, he confessed that if he moved out of India, that is his country, he cannot write poetry. Therefore, like Nissim Musical, he too felt safe in India to write whatever he felt. His poetry is conspicuous for the vivid and picturesque portrayal of the varied landscape of North India. Its rivers, hills, plains, and postures are beautifully described by Daruwala. And once he told to a critic, Mr. Satish Kumar, that I am not an urban writer and my poems are rooted in the rural landscape. My poetry is earthy, and I like to consciously to keep it that way, shunning sophistication which, while adding gloss, takes away from the power of the verse. So the landscape in Daruwala's poetry is essentially Indian. So when we look at the first stanza of the poem, and every year the Ghagra changes course, turning over and over in her sleep. In the afternoon, she is a grey smudge exploring a grey canvas. When dusk reaches her through an overhang of cloud, she is overstewed coffee. At night, she is a red wheel across the spine of the land. So, in the beginning line of the poem, The Ghagra in Spate, these lines are an evidence of artistic power built in the great Indian poetry, written by famous poet Daruwala. This poem gives life to the sprawling land The poem in the Ghagra in Spate, the poet gives life to the sprawling land in his pages through his poetical power, spicing up with his masterly touches. He explains the undercurrent of the poem in wild and mild aspects. The poem unfolds the villagers at night fight with the disaster made by the river. So the first stanza begins with a reference to a river which flows, changing its path. And every year the Ghagra changes course. So these lines shows the habit of the river, that every year it changes its course when the monsoon comes. The direction of the river gets changes due to the floods. And its color also changes at different times of the day. Very graphically, Daruwala illustrates the river in the opening stanza of the poem. And the next line says, turning over and over in her sleep gives an artistic touch to the course that river changes. In Daruwala's eyes, the river is simply turning over in her sleep as we people do during night. Driving at dusk, you wouldn't know there is a flood on. The landscape is so superbly equipoised rice shoots picking through a stretch of water and light, spiked shadows, inverted trees, kingfishers, gulls. As twilight thins, the road is a black stretch running between the stars. So, the entire scene has been painted like a grey canvas. The whole scene is grey as the twilight is approaching. It is the time of evening. The sun is almost gone. The night is about to arrive. The poet uses the term grey smudge to show the blur, vague atmosphere made by a river's overflow. When it is overflowing water and land, the cloudy sky with the dusk. So when he refers to the she's a overstewed coffee, we see here dusk means the darkest side of the twilight. These lines clearly illustrates the horrible atmosphere that surrounds the river when the twilight is approaching. It is almost dark, only a few reflections can be seen in the river water. The sunbeams from the horizon reach the river through the overhanging clouds, and poets feel the river as an overstewed coffee. At night she is a red wheel across the spine of the land. So these lines says, what is a wheel? Wheel is a red swollen mark on skin. The red light reflected in the river is felt as red wheel which lies across the land. Thus, poet tells that river is the spine of the land. Students, this much for today. We will continue with the explanation in our next class. Thank you very much.